Welcome back to Let's Play Yooka-Laylee. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'm gonna go down that pipe in the background just as soon as I get this lozenge in my mouth. What's the rapper say? Don't try harder, do harder. I kinda hate that one. You fall for that every time, Yooka. You'd think you'd start looking in the other direction. What's up with her biting him, anyway? She said she ate bugs in the intro video, so I don't think she's a vampire bat. I want you to know that I briefly considered making a joke about the suck. I'm a bad person. What's the name of this area? Did it say? I really wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about vampire bats. Power grid, okay. Let's immediately start platforming. My organs. I planned that poorly. And I realized that as soon as I let go of the button. What do you do? Give it to me! Yes, good. I guess that button's there in case someone playing gets super frustrated and decides to give up on this room. Not as much easier than a first room. I need to remember, I can use the button to just swing the camera around. I've gotten out of practice because, like I said in the intro video, a lot of games don't do that anymore. Oh! Oh! That's a bad jump. Oh, God! See, now I realize I shouldn't have opened my big mouth. No quills. And so we were sealed in forever, until we died of starvation. The end. I remember seeing a thing once about how if supervillains really wanted to kill James Bond, they should just wait till he gets on an elevator and then remotely cut the brakes. All that, and I need to do it faster. Okay, stupid question, but... don't do this at home, kids. Okay, electricity does not care if you are invincible or not. A good rule for life, really. Oh, and I went down right into the... I'm not happy about that. Okay, so it... if you just step onto it, it doesn't go up all the way. Oh, God. There were some quills back there, but, you know. Let's get out of here. Gotta be able to turn off the power grid and fight the man. Eat a dick. Oh, banker! He's not a very good supervillain, is he? I understand that Gruntilda Witch is the villain in every single Banjo-Kazooie game. But, I don't know, I'd be okay with it if they wanted to do a Yooka-Laylee game without capital B in it. Quack, fight, run, hide. Ah. Sweet. Let me guess. Oh my, I'm really badly hurt, actually. I blame the power grid. Run, fight, quack, eat, Rextra. Oh, there's flowers up here. Fight, run, hide. Or no, fight, run, cloak, I guess you'd call it. Doing pretty well so far. Ha ha ha! Now you're dead. Oh, fucking hell. Rextro, eat, fight, cloak, hide. Oh. Just a moment. Blech. You changed the tune. Did it give me a pagey there? I don't actually remember if that's what it does, and you get all 5 of them in one area. Sorry about that, Burning Dog fans. I just needed to insert a jump cut. Now I need to smash all of these boxes. Buddy Slam! Thought I left that one on the ground, but apparently not. No, tell the others what you have seen joke this time. Alright, for a refresher. Rextro, eat, fight, hide... No, Rextro, eat, fight, cloak, hide. That's a fun noise. And look at that, we've earned another pagey. I saw that area earlier as the helicopter, but of course the KGs weren't open, so I couldn't exactly go in and sequence break that. Hey, remember the time I beat your game? Good times. Have I not beaten that game yet? I'll just beat that guy first and... Oh, shit. Okay, it's 3, 1, 2. Okay, so I can do them in order. Sweet! I like that all the machines I'm leaving behind are having our face on them. Well, faces, I should say. Yeah, it's good. Even the ones I've done in previous sessions that I've beaten are still like that. Oh, Yooka-Laylee. You know, I am like 80% sure she knows it's capital B. I don't know about Yooka. I'm 80% sure that Laylee knows it's capital B, and she's just messing with him this whole time. And honestly, given the way this game is written, I wouldn't be surprised if neither of them could see through the disguise. I like how many different lines there are for that. Should not have done that. Ooh. So Rare were also the people who made a game called Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't even know where to start with this one. I guess the beginning. Conker and Banjo were both supporting characters they made up for Diddy Kong Racing, which was an N64 game that was basically Mario Kart, but not made by first-party Nintendo. And it was Diddy Kong and a whole shitload of characters they just made up for the purposes of that game. And, for whatever reason, they brought back Banjo in his own standalone title that turned out to be crazy popular. And they originally brought back Conker in, I want to say it was a Game Boy Color game called Conker's Pocket Tales. And it was, a totally straightforward, sort of, top-down adventure game. Where he's trying to rescue his girlfriend Barry, who looks, basically like a female version of himself. As, mascot girlfriends often do. And, he uses, actual conkers, which is, it's a game, British kids play where you smash two hard nuts together to see which, whose conker breaks. So you're actually throwing hard nuts at your enemies as your primary weapon in that game. And for some reason, Rare saw fit to make this the game they turned into, well, it started out as a totally straightforward 3D platformer, very much like Banjo-Kazooie. It was going to be called, I think it was Conker's Seven Tails, or something like that. T-A-L-E-S, since we're talking about a squirrel. And, somewhere along the way, during development, they decided to go in a different direction with it. And instead of, making it, the totally straightforward, child-friendly, open 3D platformer, They made a 3D platformer that was, what was that? Oh, neat. That was intended for adult audiences, which basically meant it was full of swearing and dick and fart jokes. And suddenly, his girlfriend Barry is this tall, leggy, busty girl with a body like a porn star who is introduced to us while doing yoga. Oh no, that's not right. That's right. This is where I found the guy. And it's like, there's a sequence where you have to fight a bunch of fire demons, and the way you do this is by going up to a big keg and getting completely shit-faced, so that you can then urinate on the demons and put them out. You know, there's an entire region, like a whole level, that consists of a mountain made of shit. And the giant boss is an opera-singing, living mound of shit called the Great Mighty Pooh. And it's like, simultaneously, this incredibly crass and adult-oriented, but somehow strangely childish, platformer. That was one of the first games I can remember actually owning that had an M rating. Just madness. And it was full of references to 90s movies, too. Like, there was a whole extended sequence near the end that was playing off The Matrix, and, there's a whole thing with a vampire who is very clearly meant to be Gary Oldman in, the movie Bram Stoker's Dracula. Achievement unlocked, the AG of Pagey. Collect 75 Pages. The leaderboard. Oh, get the high score in one of Rextro's arcade games. Fair enough. I guess that'll about do it. What? I just did that by accident when I was picking my controller back up. There are emotes! You hit the D-pad and they emote. That's delightful! I was just starting to say, I brought up Conker's Bad Fur Day because there's never been anything quite like that. This childish-looking 3D platformer with adult-oriented humor. And, eventually when Microsoft bought the rights to Rare, like when they bought out the Rareware studio, they didn't. Well, I don't think it was actually. Yeah, that's right. It was the original Xbox, so it wasn't actually HD, but it was a better-looking remake of Conker's Bad Fur Day called Conker Live and Reloaded. But that's it. That's all they've done with Conker since then. You know, even Banjo-Kazooie have gotten a new game. I was just thinking how it would be funny if Playtonic followed up, you know, a couple of Yooka-Laylee games with a spiritual successor to Conker's Bad Fur Day, with all the swearing and childish vulgarity that entailed. Anyway, I'm BurningDogFace. And I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Yooka-Laylee, when we head back out there and keep earning tokens and pages. We still need to find the boss here, after all. Later!